Norrath, welcome back to another episode of Saturday Night Grind with the Adventure Squad. It's level 70-ish. This is part 7 of the Warrior Epic. We are in Chardock. Yeah, we had a mess. So we are able to overcome it with higher level characters, and now here we are. We are very close to where the Queen is, and just throw out our tracking, and the Queen is up. There we go. Queen. We got the Prince. We got the Overking. So it's gonna get, well, I don't know, man. I don't know if they're all in there or not, but it looks like we're just gonna go through this door, and we're gonna take a right, and then you know, couple rooms over, that's where the Queen is. So let's throw out some buffs. Not everybody has sufficient mana right now. So let's get Susie twisting. Yeah, we'll sit Terabell down. So I'm not sure what's on the other side of this door. I'd like to have a few buffs, a little bit of haste, mostly, and some KEI. Or it's better than that, but voice of clairvoyance. So what is that? Yeah, it's level 70, so that's great. That's the good as mana regen we're gonna get right now. So we'll sit her down. She's out of mana again. Where we at? Gwendolyn, she's good on her mana. That's important. We need to get Terabell a little bit higher. There we go. Throw out that haste. Okay, we'll take a peek here with Susie. Okay, to the left. Okay, so we gotta do it the long way. All right, so just leave her there, and let's see how many people we can. Oh boy, what's up in there? Dictator, Adjudicator. A lot of people in there, so let's just get everybody in here. Whoop. See if we can get a couple without getting crazy aggro. I want to stay to the left because there's a trap just to the right. Oh. There we go. Okay, everybody is in. We're past the lock. So here we go. Don't know how much aggro we're gonna get here. There we go. We got a bunch. Okay, there we are. Let's throw out this mass mez. Alright, we'll get the Duff to help out. Lady bug. Holy moly, let's turn that off. All right. There you go. First death. Sometimes the music is extra radical for you. And let's move Susie in. She wants to help out. Let's get her twisting. Is she twisting? Now she is. There we go. All right, so we can just take these. Let's throw out another mass mez. You guys are starting to come alive. There we go. We'll put them back down. Got a royal guard here. Okay, so we're taking them down pretty good here. Once we get all the girls going, they really do a number. What do we got here? They're blue or green, so they're level 52. Oh, that's not too bad. We just need to not fall into water. Really? I mean, that's what killed us. I mean, literally. Okay, here we go. We're going to go through this fake wall. Just, and that's a down to a door. So, go. Everyone through the fake wall. Around the corner. Hey, there's a royal guard. We can put him down. There's 2 royal guards. That's cool. There we go. 2 royal guards is really not a big deal. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good here. There's another one down there, looks like, coming up. Nope, he's just gonna chill. Let's try and pull it back a little bit. There we go, and bring in old Gwendolyn. How's everyone's health? It's looking fantastic. Great. We got the sorcerer cat down here, so here we are. Ooh, yikes. Not cool. Not cool at all. So let's do a mass mez. We'll get down here. What is this? This noble? Yeah, let's kill the noble. Do a group heal. She's still looking pretty good. But I want to mass mez everyone again. Alright, this noble. Let's just do it. Come on. Start attacking. Let's heal them. Got to get down here. It's a little tough because there's a lot going on here. And I don't really know what's going on. Where's the Overking? He is up here. There we go. Let's try and put all those back to sleep. Most of them are. Let's get on here. I'll take this noble if I could find my mouse. I'm gonna charm this guy. I didn't care for that. Didn't care for that at all. Duff, what happened? Can't see your target. Let's heal. There we go. Killed that stupid Overking. Okay, we got a bunch that are starting to wake up here. So good night. There we go. They're back asleep. What do we got going here? Duff, I need you to do something. This sorcerer. Let's just kill this guy. We're gonna assist the Duff. Close, yeah. Close quarter combat is a bit of a pain. So let's do a heal. This guy here. Let's get our aggro. Okay, that's a pretty decent view. Where is this guy going? Come on, let's go. Move your ass. Let's heal Terabelle while she's trying to put everyone to sleep. Duff, just go down here and start attacking something. Royal Guard. Just start taking them down. There's 4 to go. We can do it. Okay, Terabelle's health is looking good. She's going to do another mass mez just to keep everyone down. That was a lot in there. I would assume when we go in this next room, there's going to be just as many. I hope not. But if there is, we got through this, we'll get through that. last one here, which is really good. That's a bonus for us. Level 53. Getting a little EXP. Alright, so there's one more hiding in there, but we do not care. Good boy. Okay, so I don't know. Let's just pull the queen. That's who we want to kill. Let's do it. We'll pull a... There we go. Get on it. Okay. It's auto mez. There we go. I think we put a bunch down, so let's do that. And we'll just get the girls going here. Alright, do a group heal. Queen is dead. She did not drop anything? Really? There it is. Ancient Blade. Alright, let's go here. Mass mez. That was weird. Okay. Don't need the helm, so let's just grab this top one. Let's kill. Let's get it. Okay, how's our health? Let's do a group heal. Another Royal Guard. Ooh. Now we're putting them down pretty quick. I like it. Got all 4 girls working here. Doing overtime. No, thank you. Get your butt back here. Cool. This Royal Guard didn't want to have anything to do with it. So that's awesome. Okay. Let's get over here and take a look. Ancient Blade. Look at that. Nice. Okay. So what we can do now is we can combine. Take this in our red scabbard. All right, here we go. In the red scabbard, what we'll do is combine the ancient blade. No. Yeah, we want to combine our ancient blade, ancient sword blade, the FCC or FCDHH finely crafted dragon head hilt, and then our jeweled dragon head hilt. We take that and we combine. And look at that. Oh, snap. We have a blade of tactics. And we have a blade of strategy. There we go. Epics. And then what you can do. Boy, I thought that was the way it was marked, is that it was going to create the two-hander. And then you put the two-hander in. And you get the two one-handers. So I'll take it because that's really what I want. So if you always keep the red scabbard, you can put these two in there and go two-hander anytime you want. Just kind of go back and forth. Blade of Tactics, 14 damage, 24 delay. Strength and dex, we get 10 and 15. And then Blade of Strategy, 14 damage, 24 delay. 10 strength, 15 stamina. So just the opposite. Oh no, the other one has dex. So we got 10 strength, and then we got dex and stamina. Consumes your body with rage. Gives you dex and armor class. Ooh, here we go. Strikes your target, causing 100 damage and severe anger towards your target. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, we won't be using that because it's just not as good as what we're using. But let's put these suckers in, because what's cool is they're back up. Look at those things. What? Yeah, super cool. Like lightsabers. Just pure power coming off of those swords. Very cool. Okay, so what we need to do. Okay, those, yeah, just ridiculous. They should just be better than anything. But that's awesome. Super cool. So we have our epics. Very, very cool. So let's head back, and then we need to do an epic request so that we can get the ornament. So then both these weapons will, I believe, they're only going to look like one. It's going to pick one color. But maybe you get both. I don't know. You know, that'd be cool, because at least like with the Earthcaller and Swiftwind, they're different swords, but they have the same graphic. But on those two, one's blue, one's red, so that would be cool if we could have one of each. Okay, so we are going to head back to Plane of Knowledge so that the Duff can get started on that quest. So we'll see you there. And finally, this has been a real tough epic. A lot of death touching going on. A lot of, like legit, you need more than 6 people to do, even though we're level 70 and 71. So that made it a little more difficult. But luckily, we have a high level character and can take that death touch and do some killing for us, which is a bit of a bummer, but there's my raid force. Bob is he's a one-man raid force. So All right. I'm super excited and really geeked that this portion is done. Now we just have to do the EverQuest and figure that out. All right, so we'll see you there. I know I've said it before, but we'll see you there. All right, cool. All right, we are in fell width. Let's do some shrink. And then we will invis. We just ran in through here. It did take the guards a second before they realized, hey, was that a damn ogre that just ran by? And then they came running after me, but I was able to zone. No big deal. So hopefully these guys won't see through invis. They didn't for the Shadow Knight, but she is a human, so you know, I don't know if being a human is even better, but I mean, she is a Shadow Knight, so they definitely would know that. You got a lot of noise going on. Everybody is in plane of knowledge right now. All right, let's talk to Lady Caroline. Let's unviz. Oh, she said something's wrong. Antonica. Stories. She's got an interesting tale to tell. There we go. And we got it. Alright. So let's get out of here. Just go over the edge and run past these guys. Fully visible. Oh, there's 4. There we go. We're getting out of here. Okay, all these guys. This is loud, man. Holy moly. Say we just try to kick these girls to the curb here. All right. Back to invis, so we don't have to have these guards chase us all the way across the zone. We're going to be headed to Butcher Block Mountains, which is basically straight across. It's like there's just enough lag here in this zone to be a real pain in the butt. We just gotta slowly get everyone out of here. Like she doesn't even want to turn. Come on. Yeah, this zone is the pits to be in. Let's see how we're doing. Here we go, about halfway there. Hey, we're getting there. Just camp out here. Yeah, so noisy. Alright, we are heading over to Butcher Block. Alright, we're back. We got everything taken care of there. That was loud. Alright, we are going to head over to the chessboard here. I did the read up, you know, and I don't know, none of it makes any sense. So, did say have levitate, so let's start with that. We'll see. Alright, it is right on the other side of this hill. So it's like there's a Judicator, Ceredith, and some skeletons. Just gotta kind of, sounds like we just gotta kind of do our, something particular about this place. You look back at trip to Morris, you attain the Dragon Head Hill. Yeah, it's just like this. There's something particular about this place today. You think back to your trip to Timurus, where you obtained. There you go. The wind begins to pick up across the chessboard. Threshold bringing the air to change as a breeze gains momentum. Okay. Your surroundings begin to fade from view. Okay, cool. Okay, it says alright, looks like we've got an expedition here. Uh-oh, entering game of strategy. Let's see. Okay. What do we see here? What's going on? We're going to have to do some battle here. Wonder how far off the beaten path we have to get. Huh. nothing near the target. Try something really high up in the air. I don't see anything. Well, let's see. I guess if something shows up. Click this stuff. Nope, there's nothing there to click. This rocks. Huh. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, it says to pick up a two-handed sword. There it is. Do I pick it up? Hey, indicator. I cannot move for whatever reason. That was stupid. Okay. Where's this guy? Okay. We throw stuff at him. Oh, bash, taunt, disarm. I'm being better at. I need I mean, it didn't say that I needed weapons. Okay, so we're gonna die. Okay, so that's awesome. I hate this stuff. All right, let's head back. I don't know. See what happens. I guess if we get killed again, it's easy. You just use the Wayfarer. So quick, and it's close. Oh. Oh, we gotta do it again. Okay, stupid. All right, looks like we're heading in. I want to try to pick this thing up. All right, so we can't move. There we go. All right, let's just throw stuff at it. I'm gonna disarm and taunt. Come on, dude. This guy's at 100%. Are you kidding? Come on, man. There we go. All right, try it again. Okay, here we are back for another attempt at this. I did a little bit of reading, and I got myself some Celestial Healing Potion X version for level 65 and higher. And I also turned off my auto skills. I think maybe that was messing things up because we were auto skilling when we needed to be doing something else, because each phase requires a certain rotation. So I think maybe auto scaling was screwing with the rotation. So we'll see. Okay, we need. I don't want to be high when I do this. I want to be low, just to have levitate on. There we go. We don't want to be floating up too high because it doesn't matter. Hey, look, there's our dead body. Hello, Duff. How are you? All right, let's move this. Oh, there's this guy here. Just kill him. All right, let's see. The wind begins to change, and hopefully, that's when. Whoops! What do we got here? We got an undead something. Okay, entering a game of strategy, or as they say, strategy. All right, here we are. So we're going to try to pick this up, and that's not going to work. Okay. Didn't work. Now we're stunned. So that's normal. Before I was getting bent out of shape. There we go. There's our guy. And let's use our throwing. We're stunned. Can't do anything. So he can come down here and he can snag that thing. Let's just keep throwing our stuff at him. There he is. Okay, so let's attack. And we want to do taunt. Kick. Taunt. Disarm. Eventually, taunt. I'm going to kick him. He's going to drop the sword eventually. We're going to taunt him again. Now let's disarm him. There we go. We got it. All right. Okay, so. Oh, and it does say you need to have a bandolier, otherwise you can't do anything. Okay. Bandolier, empty. I don't know how to set up a bandolier. Activate, add a bandolier. Oops. Let's see. 2 swords. Alright, let's try to heal ourselves. There we go. That didn't work out too well. There we go. So let's add that. And then we want 1 sword. Where we put that in. Okay, so we have to have that already set up. We're going to get killed. We're going to try this again. Alright, so at least that worked. Okay, here we go. Back to the guild lobby. Right on. Alright, so we'll pick up when we get back. Okay, this time we were able to use the Wayfarer and the Magus at the Wayfarer camp. Alright, so I'm feeling a lot better about this than I have been previous. Okay, so we have, what we did is if you just do B, or it just opens up your bandolier. And I set up one for 2 one-handed slash, as we are. And then I have another one that says one-handed, or 1 two-hander. And then it's really empty, so that because I have something on my cursor and I should be able to dump it here. I can't. It sounded like the way it was described. You won't be able to swap out weapons, so you have to set this bandolier business up so that you're empty, and then you can drop the two-hander in your primary location. I think, anyway. But turning off auto skill really did seem to work. So of the 3 attempts that I've done, that was the only time that we actually disarmed that Wrath guy. So I think the auto skill really did help. So remember, okay, set up a bandolier so that you have your two-handed weapons, and set up another one that's really basically empty. So we're going to see how that works. And we get to look at our dead bodies everywhere. Alright, so cool. So let's kill this guy until we zone in to into the instance. We'll do our game of strategy. Here we go. Entering a game of strategy. Okay, hurry up. Okay, let's... Ah, oh, dang it. That's just like a little bit... there we go. Let's get our levitate going. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're levitating because we're going to get kicked off of here. Here we go. Now we're gonna get stunned. You can't... your target can't be mesmerized by the spell. It doesn't mesmerize. Alright, so here we go. We are... Figure arrives. There we go. Alright. The adjudicator. So... We are still stunned. There we go. Now we're back. Okay. There he is. Start throwing stuff at him. Here he comes. Alright, so here we go. Taunt, kick, disarm. Taunt, kick, disarm. Say we're too high, so that was taunt, kick, disarm. Let's do our healing. That really didn't do anything. Taunt, kick, disarm. Man, we are just it's just not working out for us. Man, that takes a long time to refresh that heal. It's like not even worth it. Taunt, kick. I did taunt, kick, taunt, disarm before. There we go. Bandolier. Activate. Oh, come on! Okay, that took a long time to disarm this guy. That was a little ridiculous. So, we're going to do that again. And we'll see you back here. Alright, let's try attempt number 5. Gwendolyn, she totally hooked us up with 4 resurrections. That was over like 22%, somewhere right around there. So I think it was less than 25, but it was over 20. It looked like about 22, 23%. So that helped out. So she hooked it up with Hand of Virtue, and she gave us this. Oh man, and I don't have the breastplate, do I? I do not. Drazette has the breastplate. That gives us like, I don't know, a bunch of AC or something. The Cobalt breastplate that we got from Trakanon. Not like we, a higher level character, went and got it. Okay, so here we are. We're back. That's attempt number 5. So I think it really is taunt, kick, taunt, disarm for our first round. So we'll see. There we go. We are entering the game of strategy. I'll stop saying strategy. But here we are. Okay. You know, I'm not even going to do the levitate. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so we click that, and it's like, you can't. You're mesmerized by this spell. So obviously there's something weird going on there. All right. He's going to come down. There we go. Click on him. We're still stunned. Just keep trying to turn until we can turn. There we go. Now let's just start throwing stuff at him. He's going to come right over here. Here he comes. Alright, so let's attack. Taunt. Kick. Taunt. Disarm. Oh, we kicked us back. Alright, now we're slowed. So there we go. Taunt. Okay, so I'm going to go with having levitate is a really cool thing. Disarm. There we go. So we're going to go two-hander, activate, and put that here. And now let's kick its butt. There we go. Let's get a heal. Now let's just kick the heck out of this guy. Look at this two-hander. Yeah, he doesn't know what's happening. We're going to taunt. We're going to continue to disarm this idiot. Kick at him. He's at 98%. He's going to steal the weapon back, it sounds like. And then we have to do taunt, bash, taunt, disarm once he takes it from us. Oh man, he is crushing us. This is like not even fair. How much? Yeah, because look how long it takes What do we have? We got a minute 20 on our fearless discipline. Let's try some of that. Let's try some of our stuff. Okay, so no, we still have it. Man, okay, so he's just gonna kill us. That's just not even cool. Okay, so that's. I mean, we're supposed to just fight him, and eventually he takes the sword back, and then we do it all over again. We do taunt, bash, taunt, disarm, and then he stops, and somebody else shows up. So that's very, very frustrating that, you know, the healing potion doesn't even do anything. Alright, so we're going back to the guild lobby. Okay, we are back for another round. Did get some pretty cool buffs. See, we've got 15,000 hit points. You know, that's something, right? It's an extra 4,500 hit points. So we'll see how it goes. Better than nothing. We got some haste from Terabell. We've got that damage shield again. I didn't really notice. Let's see if that was even helping. I don't know. Okay, here we are. We're back. Let's kill this undead pawn. Kind of get things going. Let's crank out our levitation because that actually really did help. We were getting kicked back quite a bit by, by whatever it is. If it's got a knockback or if that adjudicator just does it. All right, we are entering. Here we go. All right, over here and look this. Ready, set, stunned. There we go. All right, that's cool. Prefer to be in a different position. I want to make sure that we can see the adjudicator when he comes in. There he is. Okay, cool. Adjudicator of Narracor. All right, here we go. Let's just start throwing stuff at him. All right, here he goes. Taunt. Kick. So that's it. And then we need a taunt and a disarm. Okay, looks like we might have to do it twice. Taunt. Kick. Taunt. Disarm. There we go. Let's go two-hander activate. Alright, let's try and kick this guy's butt. Let's heal ourselves. Okay, he's at 98%, so let's just keep kicking him. We don't have to do anything. Or do we gotta do bash? Taunt, bash. No, because we need to do that after he takes the sword back. Okay, so this is like... I mean, we're at 28%. I mean, there's like no way for us to heal ourselves, really. I mean, we have these heal potions, but geez, oh Pete, I mean, they just take forever to heal. And they don't heal for that much. It's not like it's a full heal. Okay, so I'm going to have to read more about this because it's so stupid. This should not be harder than the actual EverQuest, and they have stupid death touch. So, here we go. Yay, my hand-to-hand and two-handed slash skill are going up. Awesome. Alright, so I guess we're going to try this stupid stuff again. Alright, the last write-up I read talking about Bind Wound, which her Bind Wound score is 0 out of 380. So bought a bunch of Band-Aids. But it takes forever, and you can't really do it in the middle of combat because we're trying to kill this, or not really kill it, we're trying to fight this thing. And it's supposed to steal the sword and fly back off at 75%. And then that's when you can Bind Wound back to, 70%, do your thing, and get ready for it to come back down so you can fight it again for a little while. I don't think this thing's ever gotten below 95%. I mean, I have no idea what's going on. Let's get our levitation going. There we go. Alright. We'll just fight this thing until, well, oh, let's activate our two-handers. There we go. Now we're heading in. Alright. So, taunt kick, taunt disarm a couple times until and we get the sword. That's been working out pretty well for us. Here we go. We're stunned. It's fine. There he is. Alright, can't do anything. Can't attack while stunned. Totally cool. Just there we are. Alright. There he comes. Alright, here we go. Now we attack with taunt, kick. Taunt and disarm. There we go. So he tightens his grip because we failed. So taunt, kick. Taunt, disarm. Okay, so that's not cool. We're down to 62% and we still don't have the weapon yet, which we're not doing any damage to him until he gives up the weapon. And we still don't have it. Can't see the target because we're stunned because it's stupid. You fail on the disarm, so then he tightens his grip. Because if you don't do it in the right order, alright, we're about to die again. Well, here we are. Again. We're figuring it out, but we're not getting any closer to completing it. So it looks like it's kick, kick, taunt, disarm. If you get the red warning, then you've done it wrong. You get green, that's a bonus. So let's see what we can do. Alright, let's get our levitation going. Our endurance is stinky, but whatever. Alright, here we go. So we'll kill this guy. Nice. Kill this guy. 28 points of damage on the flame. Better than nothing. That's for sure. Alright, we should be going in. There we are. We're heading in. Okay. See if we can get past this first part here. Kick, kick, taunt. So, just come on over here. Try to pick this up. There we are. Now we're stunned. Nope. There we go. Now we're stunned. Stupefy, 24 seconds. Alright. Adjudicator, 16 seconds to go. There we go. That wore off. Alright. Here he comes. Alright, here we go. Let's start it off. Kick. Kick. Alright, that looks good. Taunt. There we go. That's green. Good. And now, oh, let's disarm him. There we go. Two-hander bandolier. Nice. Alright, let's take him down. He's at 100%. Now, we don't have to kick anymore. I have been doing that. It's like, I'm not even hardly hitting this guy. He's hitting for 600. It's just, that didn't even do anything. Distillate of Celestial Healing. I mean, it didn't even do anything. This guy's still at 94%. He's not going to get doing his stuff until he gets down to 74. Bind wound. Okay. That didn't work. Oh, look at that. 700, 500, 200. Thank you so much, mister. Hey, he's at 89%. Let's see if we can do another bind wound. Yeah, this isn't even. That's not working. We're just going to get killed again. This is absolutely stupid and ridiculous. There's no reason for this to be so hard. Jeez, will you hit this thing? Alright, here we go again. We have 17k hit points. I did pick up a shield because I totally forgot that I need that. If I make it past this first portion, where this Judicator takes back his weapon, then I need to switch over to the bandolier and bash him a little bit. We'll see. We're down to 88% last time. It's supposed to be 75 when he takes his sword back. I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Really, I don't want to be frustrated. I'm super geeked that they put this quest in the game so that you can make the newer weapons look like the epics, but there's a lot here. This is tough. I've watched a few videos, and everybody just has a ridiculous amount of hit points, and they breeze right through this like it's nothing. They're just like, oh yeah, this is so easy. Yeah, at 25,000 hit points, 25k, or 250k. The one guy had. I mean, I'm at 17. Oh, geez, we gotta get our levitate on. I'm at 17,000. It's like a super even fight. There we go. We've got the Stupefy on. See what happens. There he is. Stupefy, 18 seconds. Going away. 14, 13. There we go. Gone. So you get about 10 seconds and left, and then it leaves. So that's pretty cool. You don't have to deal with the whole buff. Man, how many times you got him with this thing today? There he is. All right. Here we go. Kick. Kick. Taunt. Disarm. There we go. Very nice. Activate. Two-hander. There we go. Now let's just do it. Let's get after it. Okay. Doing our thing. We're at 72%. He's at 99%. I mean, it's like totally reasonable. %. Ooh, 96. It changed while I was looking away. Okay. Kind of stabilized here at 60. I don't know. Just when I say that, we get hit about 100 points. Alright, we're at 55. I mean, come on. We don't have to do anything. It said not to. I mean, if we could just get it down to 75 so it takes the sword back, then we can heal back up and we can start all over again. Ooh, 6% hit points on this distillate of healing. Now I have 2 minutes to go on that. Okay, she's at 87, so we're getting there. That's a crappy view. Okay, start 49%. Ugh. The extra 5,000 hit points is helping out actually quite a bit. Let's see if we can make it through here. Okay, 79%. We're at 33. So we should be taking the sword back here real soon. Come on. There we go. Let's activate. Alright. Let's bind wound. Just let him do his thing. Ooh, bind wound takes a beat. 10 seconds per. Wow, we're at 75%. That's crazy. Let's try it one more time. I believe we cannot bind wound past that. Bind wound is 1. Very nice. Alright, let's wait 23 seconds. And then he strikes you from above doing 700 damage. Four seconds, we're going to do a potion. Oh, that was awesome. 4%. So awesome. Where is he? Here we go. Let's see if we can throw stuff at him. Okay, so we need to do bash, taunt, disarm. Here he comes. We have the, let's go shield. We got to activate that. Okay. Bash, taunt, disarm. Nice. So we want a two-hander, activate. And now let's attack him. He's back to 99%. He's hitting for so much. Well, at least this time, I don't know how it's going to go, but we at least made it past the first stage. Yeah, and he's just laying into us. So now we just have to battle him down until these other creatures spawn. Yeah, so we're not going to make it. There we go. Fantastic. All right, we're back. A friend brought in some of his higher level tunes. Totally hooked me up with some buffs. We have 36,000 hit points. Got a ridiculous damage shield. We have a 900 point regen every 6 seconds. I mean, it's not like we're totally invincible, but if we can't do this with these buffs, then I'm gonna have to wait till I'm a higher level, because I got really everything I need. With that regen, that is going to be huge. Alright, we are headed in. As soon as we click, well, let's just do it right off the bat as soon as we get here. Let's get that levitation going. It's huge. Without levitation, you get knocked back and slowed. So, here we go. Alright, that's it. Got the old Stunnerooski. Stupefy. This guy's in trouble. He's been having his way. Okay. 7 seconds. Oh, there we go. We're done. He's been having his way with us. He does not know what he's in for right here. Okay, here we go. Kick. Kick. Nice. Taunt. And disarm. There we go. We want to go to two-hander, activate, and put this in. There we go. Now let's go beat him up for a little bit. All right, we're at 100%. Every time he hits us, we have that 900 point regen. Every 6 seconds, we're at 95%, 100%. There we go. That's how you got to do it. I'm better at hand to hand. I was gonna say, what? We used a two-hander for quite a long time. Okay, so this has a much better feel to it right now already. I feel like we might be able to accomplish this. You know, there's 4 stages, and I've only made it into part 2 of stage 1. 2 of 2, you know, stage 2, part 2 of 2 for stage 1. So I don't know what's going to happen here. I feel like we have enough hit points and regen and damage shield to withstand whatever we have to do until we figure it out. Alright. Come on, Duff. 83%. Circle of the Inferno. Doesn't seem to be taking any damage from my damage shield, which is a bit of a bummer. I wonder if he's immune to that. See, target is immune to the stun portion of the effect. I wonder if that is the damage shield. Okay, 76%. This guy's going to take his shield back, or his sword back. There we go, he's got it. Now let's put on our shield. And now let's throw, make him come back down. And then we want to do bash, Bash, there we go. Taunt. Disarm. Alright, that worked out. So we go to our two-handed bandolier. And we put that in. And now let's go for it. Okay, so we're going to fight him. I don't know really what's going to happen. Another guy's going to come out. We need to let him beat us up to 35%. Dude, I don't think that's going to happen. With that regen, I don't think that it can do that. I might have to click the regen off, unfortunately. I do not want to do that. So I can't put that back on. And that's at stage 2. So once we get down to 35%, then a bunch of skeletons and stuff appear. They're like ogre skeletons. A bash, taunt, kick, disarm them. But okay, so what are we doing here? I don't know. This just feels like it's really taken a long time. But you know, we're doing good. So we're still alive. See if we can make it through this portion. I don't know if we have to take this guy down all the way to 0. If so, that's going to be a while. What is this thing con? Level 71. It's just easy. Grabs the blade from your grip. Okay, there we go. So he's out of here. In the distance, an imposing figure takes form. Yep, this guy. Who is this? This is this General Grawl. Okay. Don't know about that. Let's see. It says, oops. He peers down at the mangled corpse. By the order of the warlord, you are stripped of your duties and will be banished to the depths of Norrath to suffer those you've had the privilege of exiling. Okay. That guy's done. Infantry. Okay, here's this Sturg guy. He needs to beat us up to 32%. Okay. So let's just turn our back. Sit. We're going to have to take this regen off, unfortunately. I don't want to do it. Well, cool. He's taking us down a little bit. There we go. If you sit, you get hit more. There you go, 61%. Do it again, dude. Keep doing it. So at 35%, I think that's when... Oh, what are we? Stunned here? Am I stunned? Okay. I can't turn. You do not have control of yourself right now. Okay, so I guess that's something. Because I don't. Let's turn this off. Oh, do I? I'm back. All right. I don't know. Let's just kill this skeleton guy. These guys are battling it out pretty good. We'll let them deal with it, and then we'll kill the skeleton because it says. Okay, so let's go with the shield. I do have to bash, taunt, kick, and then disarm this guy. Cool, disarmed him. Okay, so there's that. And we only have to do that one time. And Arisen of Sutkin. Okay, so now he's dead. And do I killed this guy now? Oh, okay, looks like another skeleton. So let's do that. Let's go to shield. And we will bash. That's green, cool. Loosens his grip on his weapon. We'll taunt. Kick. And disarm. Did we do it? We did it! Alright, let's go to the two-handed slashing and tear him up. It says skeletons, so this is the second one. I don't know if there's going to be a third. We're getting better at disarm. Hey, we're getting better at kick too. I don't think. Well, yeah, she did just get level 71. I don't know. Okay. And we got another skeleton. Cool. Okay. Third skeleton. So we'll attack and we want to do bash. That's green. Taunt. Kick. And disarm. Nice. That one worked. It says vulnerable now. I have to look back, see if it said something different. I wonder if they're invulnerable until you disarm them. %. There we go. Protective stance. Okay. So we'll attack, and now we'll do bash, taunt, kick, and disarm. And now, okay, yeah, it changed from protective stance to vulnerable. Cool. So you can tell that worked. I hope I'm doing it right, and eventually the skeletons will stop, or, you know, I don't want to be doing it wrong so that the skeletons just keep coming all night long. Allies cry out in pain. And, okay, here's a different skeleton. Okay. Protective stance. Bash. Taunt. Oh, that one didn't work. So let's go to shield, activate, bash. Okay, that was green. Taunt. Okay, that one went green. Cool. Kick. Crushing. Susceptible. Disarm. There we go. Now it's vulnerable. Okay. Put him down. He's at 82%. So this will be our 5th skeleton. Another one? Am I doing it wrong? Okay, bash. Alright. You're just looking for the green text. Alright, we got another green, and there we go. All greens. We just had that one failure. But we seem to be able to recover from that pretty quickly. Just start to cycle over again. Bash, taunt, kick, disarm for the skeletons. Okay. That is 6. Oh, man. Okay, we got another guy. It's invulnerable. Bash. Taunt. Nice. Kick. And disarm. Now he's vulnerable. Cool. We'll take him down. Wow, we hit for 1113. I'm going to say that that's with our mallet there. Another dude? Gee, I have to be doing something wrong in order to keep getting all the skeletons. We're putting him down pretty easy, though, at least. You know, we've got that going for us. Cry out as the skeleton. Oh, Siren soars furiously and snaps the blade in two. He takes a broken shard in each hand. Alright. Is this it? You ready, turkey? Let's go. We want to taunt and kick him. Taunt. And kick. There we go. Taunt. Kick. Okay, so we're not doing any damage to him. Taunt him. Glares down at you, eyes filled with hatred. Now let's kick him. And your body convulses in a violent fit of rage. Okay, so taunt, we just upset him. And then we kick him. And that makes him really mad. Don't know how much we have to do this, but I'm going to keep doing it as long as it keeps going green on our text there. We have to wait until he's, what is he in? He's just moving around way too much. What does that say? Embodiment of rage. So hopefully in a little bit, after a couple hundred kicks and taunts, that'll change, and then we'll be able to put him down. So we just keep taunting and kicking. I'm going to try to pick up the pace on the taunt and kick as soon as they're available. Just do them. Uh-oh. That's cool. This is new. Here we go. Your vision darkens. A gentle breeze are brought you here once again falls over the chessboard. All right. Wow. Wow. So the biggest takeaway of this. Okay. Wow. Fantastic. Okay. Let's just stand up here and do a recap. Okay. So the biggest one is we have that adjudicator. He comes down. You grab the sword. It stuns you, and then you throw stuff at him, or you can bow or throw, and then you do kick, taunt, disarm, and then he gives you the sword. You fight him at 74%. He takes the sword back. You throw stuff at him. You knock him back down, and then you do taunt, bash, taunt, disarm, and you get the sword back, and you fight him again for a while because he's back to 100, and he goes back down to about 75, and then he flies away and falls over. A couple things spawn that aren't going to bother you, and then that Suitgen guy, he spawns, and then you just let him beat you up until you're 35%. It actually was a little less than that, or more than that. It was in the 40s, and then you lose control of yourself. Then they all start fighting. They're just doing their thing in the background, and I believe it was 6 skeletons, 6 or 7. You bash, taunt, kick, disarm the skeletons, and then they become vulnerable, and you kill them. And then after that, that Sturgy guy goes live, and you just keep taunting and kicking him. And I feel like I was waiting too long in between each one. At the beginning, I did it, probably 7 or 8 times through the cycle, maybe 10. Once I started doing it as soon as it was available, I mean, boom, as soon as taunt became available, I hit it, and then kick would become available. You just go, and then that's when things really seemed to change for me. And then basically he just falls over, and you don't even really have to fight him. You just have to be taunting and kicking. And then that's that. The biggest thing for me is this Spirit of Unwavering, this 944 hit points every 6-second regen. That is huge. And then all of the, I'm down to 32,000. I did have 35,000 hit points. That is another huge thing. Other than that, it wasn't really difficult. I felt like I kind of knew what I was doing. And it's perfect. You got to have the bandolier. You got two-handed slash bandolier. I had 0 handers so that I got 1 two-hander so that when you disarm that guy, you can put it in. And then we have the shield so that you can do some bashing. All right. So that is the hardest part of what we're going to do. Now it's just a matter of running around to the other 15 locations and just getting a check mark. So let's go do that real quick. What do we want to do? Where are we headed? Let's just head somewhere first. Well, let's head back to Plane of Knowledge, and we will just start from there. Alrighty, see you in a bit. Here we go. Dreadlands. Check. Alright, this is LvL71. Next. There we are. That is East Gabalus. I don't think there's an easy way to get out of here, so I can go back up and deal with all the stairs. All right, we are in Emerald Jungle. You know, if you're a low-level character and you need to get to the City of Mist, if you follow the southern wall past Trakanon's Teeth to the corner and then you head north on the east wall, there's going to be two little bump outs. You can see one straight ahead there, and now like this one, how it bumps out. You get to the second bump, and then if you just go directly west, there you go. There is City Mist, and there's the entrance. So we need to run up over here. Probably I think it's like right here in the middle of these. There we go. All right. The Pillars of Torsus. All right, that is Emerald Jungle. Check. All right, we are in Timorous Deep. Just about through the tunnel. There we go. All right, one more down. So now off we go. All right, we are in Everfrost Peaks. So we just run around behind this thing here. There we go. Kill this thing. Might as well kill this guy. There we are. All right, so here we go. That's that. Kill this guy. Nope. We are in the northern desert of Bro. Just got to go over here to this corner. I don't even think we have to go in the secret area. Nope, just to the corner. There we go. Secret corner, northern desert of Bro. We are in Nadaria's Landing, heading into the Bear Cave. There we go. That one is that one. We're in Jagged Pine Forest, so we want to head pretty much directly toward this thing. There we go. Once you get to the close to the edge of the water, and that updates. And then you always get that. Don't need it. Alright, that is Jagged Pine Forest. Alright, we're in Lesser Fadark. We are heading into Castle Mistmoor. You get the achievement by zoning in, so we're going to stay live. Been getting a lot of traveling achievements, so that's pretty good. We got to try to figure out how to, there we go, look at that. We got to figure out how to complete a full expansion, because then that's when you get your Journeyman's Compass, and then your speed, your run speed slowly gets faster and faster. The more zones and the more expansions you complete. Okay, so that was that is Castle Mistmoor, and we're off to the next one. All right, we're in the guild lobby, and we are just about ready to head to the Plane of Sky. This one also is an achievement upon zone in. Hopefully we don't have too many flashbacks when we get here. Okay, there you go. So we know what the deal is, right? See ya. Alright. We are in West Freeport in the like observatory building. This one's a little not involved, but you gotta do some running around. And there we go. That's West Freeport. Oh, we are at the Aviok Village, and it said stage complete. I've always had to run up, you know, a level or two before it says stage complete. You know, you get to like right here. So cool, you just have to be down near the ramp. Okay, well that, you know, kind of missed that, but it'll be alright. So let's head on out of here. Alright, we are in the plane of mischief, so we need to run around here, and then this will drop us off at the main hall. Got a duck. And here we go. Ta-da! That's that. Plane of mischief. Okay, back to the plane of knowledge. Alright, we are in Grimling Forest. We're about to head into Acrylia Caverns. We're just gonna run for it. We're getting a bunch of aggro, and then this is a zone in, and you get the achievement. So we'll stay alive here till we get the achievement, and then we can head out. This is our last location that we need to visit. And there we have it. We'll stay here till we get the achievement for travel. There it is. Alright, so we're going to head back to Lady Caroline and let her know everything that we saw and did. So we'll see you in Felwith. Alright, here we are, Lady Caroline. So let's give her the old hail. Oh, cool. You can do Blade of Strategy. Whoa! Alright. Oh, let's kill this guy. Haha. That'll teach him. Alright, let's take a look at what we've got. Alright, we have... Oh. Got our short sword. And we have our maul, or our hammer. So... Oh, cool. You get... when you ask for the one, I did Blade of Strategy. You get them both. You get the war and the strategy all at once. And I also have the two-hander. Jagged Blade of War. So it looks like I think I got them all. There we go. We only need the one. Alright, let's take a look. Let's see. Oh, how about I move and I spell cheer correctly. So we want to ready, set, go. Yeah! There he is. She got her ornaments for her epic. Right on, let's get out of here. Can we pour it out? No, we cannot. We have to run. Roar! You rue the day. You messed with the duff. Alright, so Gwendolyn can skedaddle. She's going to head back to Plane of Knowledge. Alright, look at that. Cool. Alright, well, we're going to end it there. So the Duff has her epics, and she has her cool epic ornaments. So that took a beat, and I hope to never have to do that again. So we'll see you.